Well, good evening, guys. It's Torvix or Victor. Back again for another video. I think it's 7 days straight. Wow, I've come a long way. So, yeah, I've made it this far. Don't know how much farther I'll make it, but I'll do my best. Hope you guys are all doing well, doing well. I'll start the video by reminding you guys that in Australia it is Monday, which means you have at least 6 to 7 days to organize going to church. So, if you're spiritually inclined, you can start organizing now to make sure your Sunday morning is free. And if you're not spiritually inclined, that's okay. I encourage you to at least pray or meditate and ask God to guide you and to guide you on your journey and to bless you. 2 weeks until my trip to the Philippines. I am very, very excited. I've been there so many times, but I get such a rush every time I go. I'm really looking forward to it. It's been some quality time with my kids. Quality time. It's kind of sad that I have to go so far to spend quality time with them. But most of you would understand that when you're working and stuff, you get to spend a couple of hours at best with your kids if you're lucky. If you really look at it, it's like maybe an hour or two, but like stolen moments, where you don't really get to sit down and do stuff with them. At least that's my excuse. I know many of you are better parents than I am. I just get very caught up and they got stuff to do and everyone's running around. So it's important to spend time together. We have dinner together, we pray, but we could always do more. I'm always thinking, these kids aren't going to be kids much longer. They're going to grow up and become adults. And, when I look back and regret not doing more, on the other hand, I've got to pay bills. I've got to feed them. And while it's easy to say children are more important than money, absolutely. But I still have a responsibility to keep these kids housed and fed. And Australia is not a cheap country to live in, quite the opposite. It's quite an expensive country to live in. Not that anywhere's cheap, but that's my lived experience here in Australia. Great country, I love it, but you definitely have to make hard choices to survive. So it's one of those things. But I hope you're all doing well, and get to spend. I'll be there for maybe 2-ish weeks, bit more, bit less, give or take. And I'm looking forward to it, and I'm very excited. I was actually planning on making a short, as I mentioned yesterday with my daughter, planning to make a short about my top five Filipino foods and such. And I was just thinking about that and how I'm going to do it. And my daughter was talking to me and making a plan. And I think it was as much about doing a project with my daughter as it was about actually making a video about my favorite foods. And you know what? That's what it takes. So be it. YouTube is just a hobby for me, something I just enjoy doing. Um, Hopefully, I can do some good out there. Put some good positive energy out there in a world that's so toxic, so torrentially negative. To do something positive. Why not? Could be my small. I could make one person's life just a little bit better, be more positive in a healthy, stable kind of way. Then so be it. But it is going to be swelteringly hot when I get there. I was looking earlier today on my lunch break, and apparently it's going to be 33 degrees Celsius. I don't know Fahrenheit, so please feel free to convert 33 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit if you use the Fahrenheit system. Um, 33 degrees Celsius, but due to humidity, it's going to feel like 40 degrees Celsius. That 40-degree humid heat is cooking. That is incredible. And don't forget, I'm going to get there at, you know, 6, 7 p.m. So, wow, it's a lot. It's a lot. Australia's it can be hot here, but it's not that bad. You have moments where it's really bad, but even then it's a dryish heat. But I'm showing my middle agedness. It's the humidity that gets you. How many memes of I speak more to the men than women? I'm sure everyone's seen them, where the oldest dad joke or the oldest dad comment about weather is it's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. And I found myself saying that. I'm like, oh no, I've become a middle-aged meme. But when I was younger, I never thought I'd make it to this age, due to various things that I did and so on. So I'm glad I made it this far, and I'm very blessed to have my wife and my children. So I definitely believe that joining the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has made me more grateful to my family and made me realize how important they are. Because previous to that, I love my children. Don't get me wrong, but I would always put feeding them and housing them as the first priority over actually being a father and being present. So now I'm trying really hard to be a lot more present and let them know that I'm here. I'm working hard, but I'm here. I'm here for you. I love you guys, and I'm here for you. And previous generations didn't have that choice. Previous generations, if you even told your child you love them, you were mocked. I read about that. Apparently, fathers, it was rare for a father to tell their son that they love them, and you know, fathers would. I don't know. It makes me upset thinking about it, but I can't imagine not telling my son I love him. But different generations, different cultures work differently, I guess. And I'm just so grateful for my family, and they're the reason I keep going. And times are tough. Times are really tough here in Australia. Um, and they seem to, according to me, they seem to be getting worse. According to many commentators, it's going to get worse before it gets better. I have faith that God will guide me through, and that I'll make it through, and that my family and I, through hard work and study and perseverance, will survive. But it does make you nervous, as a father and a husband, and you've got these amazing family to support. And I guess if I didn't have my faith, where would I be right now? Like, would I be? What decisions would I be making? What would I be feeling? Because now I can see it. I understand those commentators saying the times will be difficult for the Australian economy. Not to make political statements. The politics is all the same in the end. But I can appreciate why the commenters say that, the perspectives they take. But I feel a quiet confidence that I'll be okay if I keep working hard, doing my best, no matter how much the Australian government almost made a comment there. I'll stop myself. No matter what decisions they make or how they make them, in the end, I have to focus on me and my family. I'm not a revolutionary. I'm not a politician. I'm just a guy with a camera on his phone, just trying to support his family. And respect out there to all the mums and dads out there trying to support their families, working hard, working one, two jobs. I'm doing two jobs at the moment. And I can appreciate, and it's still not enough. It's, like, when is enough enough? I would argue that it's never enough. Harder you work, the more tired you get, the more it takes to recover, so on and so forth. You know, But we've got to push through. We have to have faith. I know that God has a plan for me, and that God loves me, and that He will guide me through these tough times. And if I keep praying and appealing to Him and asking Him for guidance, He will guide me in the future as He's guiding me now, as He guided me yesterday. And just got to keep going through. This video doesn't really have much of a point. Just rambling on, I guess. But I guess it's a video that I'll look back on in a few years. I'll watch it and I'll be like, wow, remember those times, remember those days. Just like I remember when I look back in an old diary I had, and I wrote in 2019 or 2017. I was reading my goals and I was so money hungry. Like, I just want to build my corporate empire. I want to, you know, dwarf Bezos and all that stuff. And I just want to be that. I want to be the guy. But I had no plan. I was just frustrated at my situation in life, and I was just using that stuff to, make myself feel better. But in reality, even if I had achieved that, I would have lost it all. I wasn't in the right mindset to lead a company or to lead a team. How could I? I couldn't even lead myself. So I'm grateful that God works in mysterious ways and guides us to the most appropriate tasks. Because I really enjoy being a nurse. I enjoy the positive impact I have on my patients and on the community as a whole. And while the wages they're okay, I'm not rolling in cash, but my I'm able to cover the bills and just and pay for the groceries and such, just and for the occasional holiday with my family. So I'm grateful. Many don't have those opportunities. Many are much much worse off than I am. So I have to be grateful for what I have, and I'm grateful for the opportunities I have. And yes, I guess the point of the video is gratitude. It's also about stress. It's about knowing that times can be tough. For me, I know that times are tough. I know that there are challenges and that life can be complex. But if I hold fast in my faith, pray feverishly, fervently, dedicatedly, pray and renew myself to God each and every day, each every moment, especially in the tough times, I know that everything will be okay. So the countdown's on. It's about 2 weeks or so until I leave for my holiday. I'm very excited, and I hope you guys have got going well for you guys, and everything's I wish you guys blessing. I pray for blessings for all of you. And I'll leave this here. And yeah, all the best to you guys. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully, it's more logical than this one. This one was more of a rambling, but that's okay too. There's a place for rambling as well in, on the internet. All the best. Bye.